This is a Headgum podcast.
Hey bitch, what is your whole deal? Hey bitch, just tell us how you feel. You wished for a sign from above. Well, here's a podcast about boy sex, fucking, dating, and love. Seek treatment if you're boring as fuck. Seek treatment if you're unlucky in love. Seek treatment if you just can't take a hint. Well, seek treatment with Kat and Pat.
Hey, I'm Pat.
And I actually today feel finally safe saying I'm Pat.
And this
is Seek
Treatment, a podcast about boys, sex, fucking, dating, and love.
And
what?
Well, I just was going to say just quickly, I'm obsessed with the title of Ashley Simpson's Vegas residency. I am me. I'm going to start saying that. I am me.
And today, of all days, I am me. And we're live in the studio with two absolute stars. Are you ready? Open your ears for Angelo Covino and Kyle Martin.
Hey, y'all. Welcome in.
You got my last name wrong.
Did it autocorrect me? Okay, wait, you know what it is? I'm actually going to kill myself. It autocorrected. It's Marvin, right?
Yeah, it's Marvin.
Here's the thing.
But you should see the note on my computer.
There's another filmmaker who's a friend of mine named Kyle Martin.
No, but
we always get our names wrong.
You know I had a head injury today.
I know,
for
I'm
you
sorry.
to jump on me.
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to
Wait.
attack you.
I
Just,
should keep this in. I should sue Apple because they autocorrected your name wrong.
You should do Apple, and you guys have to know this about us as people just meeting us. Just kind of having, even doing this episode with hot of the moment.
Yeah.
Prestige filmmakers.
I know, we're
so
shaking in our
new for
boots.
us.
We're
It's
shaking
just
in our
not-
boots.
We were never, God never intended for us to be even near
super
you.
fans, and for me to come out here and say your name wrong after my head injury, because Mike, you missed this, but I smacked my head in my closet a few minutes ago.
Are you serious?
I'm serious. But let's try that one more time, and then I'm actually gonna go put a gun in my throat and leave. Okay, thank you guys. We're live in the studio. Put your ears open for Angelo Covino and Kyle Marvin.
There you go.
Hi, y'all. How
You guys, thank you so much for coming on.
I know. I have to ask, how are you guys feeling about us so far?
They're furious.
This is awesome. No, this is exactly what we needed.
We've met many times before.
I know that.
Wow.
I know that.
And Kat, you and I go way back. We went to high school together.
Of course, and we were on the Zoom before everyone else, so that's a bond you really can't break.
Yeah. We're deep.
But you guys, the movie's so fucking good. Everyone's talking about it. I'm sure you're talking about it nonstop. You're sick of it. You're bored of us. You want to die. But thank you so much for coming on.
Oh, yeah, no problem. This is
awesome.
It sounds like it's going to be a quick podcast.
And if y'all haven't seen Splittsville yet, you need to get your ass to the theaters. Yeah, it really is. It's the first time I've laughed in the theater in 100 years. So thank you so much. It's so funny. It's so beautifully shot. Now, where was that? Where was that house? Let's talk about it.
That was Montreal, believe it or not. It's really depressing to say that, I know, but it was.
Duped.
Yeah.
Duped.
Wow. Why is everything there?
They made you do that.
Why is everything there in Toronto? Do you know what I mean?
They're incentives for tax reasons, but also we shot on 35mm film, and they had a really nice film processing lab there, so we ended up using them to help get the cost down for us to shoot on film.
Totally.
It looked so stunning.
Now, meanwhile, I wonder if I should say this publicly. I go down to my mailbox today on the way to the gym where I chase my goals every single morning. I open my mailbox thinking maybe I'll have a residual check. Opposite, tax lien.
No. Now, imagine that's going on. Imagine what...
I gotta go to Toronto and get tax benefits.
That's crazy.
It's
like
crazy.
Russian roulette every
It'll
time
work
you open
itself
it.
out.
Yeah. That's gonna work itself out.
So if y'all feel safe sharing, what spaces are you in? So you kind of began to show me, but it looks like a recording studio of some sort.
Yeah, it's actually a podcast studio, which is ridiculous. But it's there's podcast mics here, but I'm not using it.
He doesn't use them.
And where are you?
No,
are you in the
where
same
is it?
room? They're in New York.
I know, but it's this podcast.
I'm in a hell booth, and he's right there. He gets the really nice.
Wait,
that's
y'all-
him.
Are y'all
He's
in
on
back?
there.
Y'all are in back-to-back press mode. I can feel it. It's
You are.
nonstop.
No, so this is our office in New York. So we built this whole thing. So this is where we posted the movie, and we built this podcast studio, which also doubles as like an ADR booth. So we record out of here.
God. That's so
But
sick.
this is the first podcast I've ever done in here, which is kind of ridiculous considering we should probably use it more.
Well, yeah, we'd love to use it as well. Thank you.
Totally.
It's all yours.
You
Thank you
guys
for
Literally, come on by.
You guys
you
should
for-
start a network and like have us and stuff like that. No offense,
do it.
Headgum.
You gotta fight your way through San Gennaro right now. So you have to buy like a bunch of sausage and.
I know. I haven't
peppers
been
on your
down
way
there.
through.
How long does that last?
Too long.
Yeah,
I think
Whatever it
it's
is, it's like 8.
It's
9
chaos.
just
It's
too-
it's absolute chaos.
Wait, what is it?
the festival down in Little Italy where it's like
I don't
It's
know.
the feast.
Pat-
it's the
Pat
feast
moved
of
to
San
LA.
Gennaro.
I used to buy drugs in the Little Italy from a girl, and then she moved deep into Brooklyn. And
It's
she
sort of
only-
like that, but it's just sausage.
She only spoke in whispers, but she didn't know she was whispering. You could tell.
I like that.
I miss her.
I miss her. Where is
Her
she?
I don't know where she is, but her brother did UCB.
I'm sorry.
Oh
Well-
my god.
They're poor parents. My daughter's a drug dealer. My daughter's a drug dealer. My son does UCB. Where did we
What
go?
went wrong? Where did we go wrong? Is what the
Yeah.
And then
parents are
imagine
saying.
me doing both in 2014.
Now, normally on this pod
Pat,
we
that's
just
when I met you.
You
Back
were
when you doing
UCB?
UCB.
Then
No,
that's
so
why
Paul,
I wasn't.
Paul
I
Guadiero
was.
was on your team.
Oh
and
my
Paul was a friend of
God.
mine, and we used to hang out all the time. I used to go to all your shows, and we would hang out afterwards. But you don't
But
remember
those
me
were-
because I wasn't.
No, I
filmmaker
don't remember.
now.
tell.
No,
Pat doesn't remember you
I-
because he was addicted to drugs.
I don't remember
Yes,
because
yeah.
those were my darkest days. I was.
Well, you were very good on stage, so maybe go back because it was like the best you've ever been.
Wait,
I know,
how
he
is
was
Paul?
so good.
Wait, how is Paul?
I don't talk to him much, but I
He's
texted him before I
hard.
was coming on because I was
What
like,
he
I was
said
like,
about
hey,
me?
he was just like, oh, I fucking love that guy. I miss him.
Yeah, he
Aw.
was. No offense to anyone, he was so hot.
Yeah, he still is. He still is.
You're Paul's friend. Oh my god. That's crazy. Those days are like that is my like Vanderpump Rules. Those are the
Yeah.
best days. I can't sing the
Yeah.
song, but like are the best
Honestly, I
days.
think that's probably the best improv I've still to this day ever watched in my life. Like when you guys
What
were on
shows-
that run,
that
you guys
run
would
was
just
like
that run was crazy. Those cage match things, I was like, this is wild.
it was history. But you know, I actually watched because it's like obviously in my memory, it was like technically perfect, flawless improv. I was obviously blackout drunk the entire time. And I
Oh my
watched
God.
it's just so you shouldn't be allowed to watch yourself. Like I found a video of it and I was showing my friends here because as a joke sort of, but then I was like, we actually have to turn off. This is physically painful. But it's
my
like
God.
I'm visibly not listening to anyone, just like screaming in a gay because I was the gay guy and I was like 4 straight guys. So it's like I
Yeah.
could get points just by screaming in a gay way. You know what I mean? It was like that
Yeah,
kind
yeah,
of
yeah,
thing.
yeah.
And I was
Yeah,
like
yeah,
taking
totally.
full advantage of that.
That's so funny.
I also thought I looked
Yeah.
so hot those shows because I remember being like, I'm gonna wear my shirt that cost $35 to like really wow the audience. Like it was like it just was like my hair was great. It was just like but it was just like crazy to watch yourself like dance out on stage, like doing the
Yeah.
full improv moment. But I love those shows.
Yeah. Anyway, I was a fan.
Anyway.
I was a fan.
Thank you so much. Wow.
And then,
I know.
dare I ask, how did the two of you guys meet?
We met in New York. I was going through a terrible time of my life as well, called working in advertising. It's
Wow.
similar. It's similar, Pat, to your
Mhm.
experience, but less fun.
Totally.
And I hired Mike as a actor on one of our jobs, and
Oh
he
my God.
Really?
as like an on-screen talent. And then he
The
lied to
dream.
us. Yeah, he lied to us
Yeah.
about what he could do and snuck
I,
his way
no,
into our.
I could do everything, but I didn't.
You could
lie.
do
I
it.
just-
Yeah.
No, he
Well-
like I realized they had real money, and I was like kind of just like doing PA, just doing whatever I could to make money in film. And I was like, oh, you know, I'm an AD, so if you guys ever need an AD, and they were like, oh yeah, we're doing a baseball commercial in Alabama next week. I was like, that is so funny. I'm going to be in Alabama next week. So like, and then
Yeah,
next thing you know, we started just
Yeah. Does advertising still have so much money? I'm like, obviously our industry is a sinking ship. I'm like, what buoy can I grab onto as I go down?
The, I have no answer.
Yeah.
We've separated from it, but apparently we
Yeah.
did still make money.
Crazy.
And then you've made many things together, but it has just blown up. It's the film of the year. How does it feel?
It's great.
very good.
Are you guys
Right
so
on
happy?
I mean,
Thumbs
it's-
up from me.
Are you so happy?
I've
or are you
had
still
s-
in pain?
Well, we've had so many films that weren't the film of the year that
Yeah.
it's way better to have something that one person at least says is the film of the year. You're just always waiting for something to not succeed and not work. So if it works in any
God.
modicum of like any way,
1000.
you sort of, you know what I mean? You're just like,
I do.
No,
Yeah.
I saw a girl on social media say she got bangs because of the film.
Yeah. How does that feel?
God.
Yeah, that's all we need in this world is more bangs.
I feel good about that. I mean, I think Dakota can take most of the credit, and then the Dakota lookalike maybe like 5% credit. But
Dakota's my dream.
Next question. Dakota's my dream.
Answer, respond.
What else? What do you guys think about that?
I love her so much.
Yeah, she's great. I think she's
so
really great
good.
in this movie too. I think.
Wait,
She
really,
is.
Where did it premiere?
Oh, a
the-
tiny festival called Cannes.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
What was it like being there and being the talk of the town and the toast of the town?
It's always crazy. I mean, it's a crazy festival because they love film so much there. Like they are obsessed with film, and they have all these little protocols and things that you have to do, and they really want. So you're just like shepherded around into things, and it's pretty wild. It's a pretty wild.
you like how
experience.
Kyle casually said it's always something? Just
Because
casually throw out that our last film was also at Cannes. Yeah.
Our film was there.
Totally.
yeah.
It's old hat. It's
When
old
did the
hat.
first inkling for this film though? When did it first come into being? Because I'm always curious, like from start to finish, because it takes obviously 17 to 18 years to get anything
Yeah.
made. So how did this one go down?
Well, I think this one was like, it was sort of a combination of a bunch of things that we wanted to explore. Like, obviously, we love those sort of old 70s sex comedies and like wanted to do something that was sort of unhinged and crazy and fun and just like in this tone. But then, we have a lot of friends who are in open relationships, and there's just this and like some of them would be like, oh, it's great. It's fantastic. We're like, that's great. And they're like, no, you don't understand. It's great. Like, it's the best thing ever. And we'll be like, I hear you. And then like 4 months later, it'll be like, it's the
Yeah.
worst thing I've ever experienced.
Yeah.
What was
Yeah.
I doing? This was, and like, there was something in that just from a character standpoint that we were like, we want to chase this because
Totally.
they're almost like trying to convince themselves sometimes,
Totally.
Yes, I feel safe sharing with the group that I met my fiance while I was in an open relationship with someone else.
There you go.
Right.
And of course, I was like, this is gonna solve everything. I meet someone, I'm like, okay, I actually want to be with him instead. Bye. And
But maybe that's what it was. Maybe that's what it took for you to
Yes,
find
but
it.
there's
It's
also
true.
a lot of open relationship people that don't want to break up, but still want to kind of fuck with single people.
yeah.
And those people have to go to jail. Don't you think?
Well, this is what's funny is like we were talking about it too. Like it's this like we pretend like this is a new thing, but people have been doing this forever. Like they just called it different things. They were just like,
Right.
oh yeah, this is my whatever Friday afternoon.
Totally.
What was that
Fucking-
documentary, Kyle, that you found and we watched? Where the,
Oh my god, about the
actually where
love
the terms,
about the love.
No, but it's
cult?
actually where the term polyamory came from, right?
Yeah,
they
in
invented
San
the term
Francisco. Yeah, they were in San Francisco, and they had like a house.
in the 90s.
Yeah, no, was it the 90s? It was earlier than that, wasn't it?
No, it was
And
the
they
90s
basically-
because remember they opened Apple stores in order to fund the whole
That's right.
experiment.
That's right. And they were like they came up with the terms, and then because they owned like an Apple store, they had all this money because it was a commune.
Not an Apple store. It was like an Apple like repair shop.
Yeah. And they were the one they like made leaflets and spread it, and they won the term. They defined the
Wow.
term.
What's the doc
But then-
called?
Oh, it's
There's no way. There's
It's
no way
like
to
a
know.
You'll find it.
YouTube obscure. We'll find it. We'll
Okay,
find
thank
it.
you, thank you.
I'll
thank
tell you exactly the name of it.
But what was funny is that as it went on, like they were all living together and sleeping with each other, but then they would be like, okay, some people are sleeping more with, you're sleeping more with
It was on
Mark
rotation.
than-
It
And
was
so
on
we need to
rotation.
create a schedule
Oh,
for
wow.
who sleeps with
Hell.
who on what day.
Yeah.
Well, that's
And
the
then-
thing. What if you're not in the mood for that style that
This
day?
is the problem. This is what happened.
Is the problem. So then people eventually just started pairing off, and they
I-
started and they just
Yeah.
started being in monogamous relationships within the polyamorous thing, and it was fascinating because preferences are preferences. You're not going to want to.
Totally. Maybe
Yeah,
I
this-
believe in monogamy. You're making me think.
No, yeah. Does it? Everyone here. Raise your
This is
hands.
just a propaganda tour. This is just a propaganda tour
Wait,
for
do you wanna know
monogamy.
What is your take? What is your take on the whole institution?
Which one?
Marriage?
Monogamy.
Well,
Eminem. marriage to monogamy.
I've been married for 20 years.
So you legally have to say that you
20?
I'm deep in it.
20
Yeah.
is wild.
20 is wild.
How could that be
Yeah.
true?
I got married young. Yeah, I've got kids. I'm
in high school. I'm in high school with your daughter.
I'm a grade below your daughter. No.
Have they seen the film?
My oldest has I have 3 girls. My younger 2 are not allowed.
I start instantly sobbing at the idea of 3 sisters.
Oh, it's the
That's
best.
so beautiful.
Yeah,
It's a,
I
it's
lo-
a
I
real
love my
Little
kids.
Women situation.
Yeah.
Oh,
and I have a female
truly?
dog. It's just like it's a whole thing.
Oh my
Oh
god.
my God.
I'm never
And
gonna
you know what they
escape.
say? I bet they say my dad's my best friend. I
Oh,
bet
yeah.
they say that.
I'm cool
Yeah.
as shit.
I've never
Of
heard them say
course.
that.
Come on,
My,
man.
da-
Let me have it.
my dad is the bar to which I hold all my romantic partners, and no one can clear it. I know someone who has a throw pillow. That says like, it's like a throw pillow. It's like a suburban home that I know, and it says, it's like a father, a son's first hero, a daughter's first love.
What?
Isn't that dark?
That's so brutal.
It's like people with those throw pillow people are
God.
the sickest fuckers in this country.
There's
It's like they
actu-
couldn't do greeting cards. They didn't qualify for greeting cards, and they're like, all you have, and the wall art people, that's a step up.
Totally.
Throw pillows is the 3rd tier for sure.
Wall art people, like, they don't even do phrases, they just do words. Like, they just do believe. They just
Coffee.
do, yeah,
I
kitchen.
got to be honest. I
kitchen,
kind of want to.
beach. They'll do beach. A wall art person will just say beach and be like, you can throw
Yeah.
this up if you like the beach.
I'm kind of into the painted wood block thing though. And I'm sort of like I'm getting. I feel like there's a period of my life where I'll have a room dedicated to that, and it's just like I collect them everywhere I go. I haven't started yet, but when I have a
Yeah.
house, I will.
Yeah.
There's
But-
time.
But wait. So, like, what is it?
You know, like life is better at the lake, or like something like that.
Totally,
It's
yeah.
like
Yeah.
it's like these like meaningless little phrases that remind you that you're in a vacation home or something.
I had an ex whose family had a beach house, and it was like the little things of those they had. It was like never ending. It's kind of fun to see them.
Yeah, because
It's
if
like,
you
wow,
have a
these people
beach
do
house, what do
like
you
the
do? You
beach.
have to adorn it with something.
I know, but it's like, just let the beach house speak for itself. Don't be like, if you love the beach, just go to the house and love the beach in it. You don't need to be proving to everyone that you're like loving the beach in this house. What do you think? Persona Nutrition delivers science-backed, personalized vitamin packs that make daily wellness simple and convenient. In just minutes, you get a plan tailored to your health goals. No clutter, no guesswork, just grab-and-go packs designed by experts.
Your vitamins come in convenient daily packs for morning, evening, and bedtime. No more clutter. No more guesswork. All you do is, it's so easy. You get a personalized supplement plan in just a few minutes with Persona's free online assessment. Plus, with your subscription, you get unlimited free nutritionist consultations included. So you're never on your own, baby.
Daily packs are delivered right to your door. Okay, literally, they're bringing these daily packs to your actual door that leads into your house. So you're on the other side of the door. You're opening the door because the door again leads to your house. You're seeing your daily pack that has been delivered right there, which makes it actually easy to stay consistent with your health goals.
I learned that I need some like biotin for my hair and
Yes.
nails. I learned that I need some other things, and I just got my package yesterday. I cannot wait to dive in. So you guys, go to personanutrition.com/seek treatment today to take the free assessment and get your personalized daily vitamin packs for an exclusive offer. Get 40% off your first order. That's personanutrition.com/seek treatment. Take the free assessment now.
Now, Mike,
Yeah.
what's your relation stat?
Yeah, what's going on with
My
you, Mike?
relation stat. I have recently got engaged to.
Oh
my God,
my
you guys are
God.
twinning.
Copying me,
Yeah.
copying me.
Yeah.
How
So
did
Who are
we're
you
so
engaged? Who are you engaged to? Go 1, 2, 3. We say it on 3. 1, 2, 3. It's the same person. It's the same person.
I was gonna say my wife.
Wow.
But
I'm
she
the
produced
only
our
person-
movie.
Oh
Really?
my God!
Yeah.
Work and
Yeah.
play. Work and play.
Crazy.
Did you meet through that kind of rat-a-tat-tat business email? Wait, is it something more?
We met at a film festival.
Oh,
and,
electric.
yeah, it was really something. And then I chased her for months and months, and finally got her to go to breakfast with me. And then
Breakfast,
and then
so
breakfast.
wholesome.
Well, breakfast. Nothing really it's not too aggressive. It's very unintimidating. It's very easy. You know what I mean? Like if you're trying to show someone that you're interested in spending time with them, but also, you don't have only one reason to spend time with them. Breakfast is a good
Totally.
way in.
Right.
It's also, it's like I'm not trying to hook up, but also it's like aspirational because it's like we still have our full day ahead of us.
Totally.
But one time I went on a lunch date with someone and it was like to a diner type space. And it's my fault, but like I ordered a chicken salad wrap, and as soon as I ordered it, I was like, I will never see this person again. You know?
There's definitely sexy and non-sexy food items. You got to be careful.
Totally.
Some you cannot come back from.
Mayo-based
Yeah.
salad on the first date. It's
Well,
over.
yeah. I've had lunch with people I'm having sex with and ordered like a harvest bowl, and then it's like, okay, it's on, it's off to the races.
I think you should write a book about just like signaling what food signals what. Like this is a hand job.
I'll have the harvest bowl. He's like, are you sure? And it's my first time. Wow.
Pat, should we
Oh,
ask
man.
them? Should we ask them our one question?
Yeah, we better.
We only ask everyone on this pod one question. We ask, who were
Who
you?
are you?
Who are you? And who do you want to
wanna
be?
Oh, I like that.
Wow.
Thanks.
And it can mean whatever. Interpret it as you wish.
Like, who were you all in high school? Where did you grow
Yeah,
up?
the main question is like,
Yeah, I
did
get
you hook up in high school or were you a
Yeah.
loser?
we didn't go to high school
What?
together, and we definitely didn't hook up. But
I like
How
that you
do-
made that personal. I love that you went straight to that. They're just
Well, I'm
like,
just
did you
saying,
hook up with another human being?
But did you have like
Oh,
girlfriends
sorry.
in high school?
Yeah.
yeah, I had well, yeah. I mean, so I was like a theater athlete, meaning like I did theater, but I was
Wow.
High
I was the
School
quarterback
Musical.
of the,
The
of the football
quarterback?
team.
Wow.
Yeah.
And that's why you're this now, and that's why you said before, say it's like straight guy, backwards, white cap.
Yeah,
I
but
know,
open,
in the
but
po-
keeping
Open
it open.
shirt.
You know what I
Open
mean?
shirt.
Like kind of,
Yeah, open
So you-
shirt.
So chill.
You were sort of cleaning up.
yeah.
So you were cool as fuck in high school.
I wasn't cool as fuck, but I got picked on a lot when I was little, so I learned to be funny early on, and I have like really funny grandparents and parents, so like everyone's like a lunatic in my family, and so humor is like part of the love language. So I think I figured out how to like defend myself through that, and then I just happened to have a father who we weren't allowed to not play football. It was just like not a
Oh
it was
my
not
gosh.
a
Oh
option.
my god. That is like
That's
crazy.
scary.
Wait, and so were you okay?
Were you
were
good
you-
at football?
And were you like running into
Yeah.
those things? You know how
I played in college. I played for 4 years of college. I played all through.
Oh
What
my
school?
God.
I played at Fordham University in New
Oh my
York.
god,
and
yeah.
then,
Oh
Can I ask when you
my God.
graduated?
I graduated in 2008, and then I went to Occidental for my last 2 years out in Los Angeles. So
Wow.
Because you're like,
gradu-
I need to make movies. I need to go to LA.
yeah, I was like, I don't think I'm gonna go to the NFL. I'm like
They wanted
getting
ya.
playing time. I'm not starting, and I'm also like not that fast. Don't have that strong an arm. Like I understand the
Me
game, but I
neither.
was
Me
like,
neither.
you know what I mean?
I bet we
It's
have
just like
so
it
many
wasn't it.
mutual. I know so many people who ran at Fordham around that time.
Really?
A little
All right,
bit
we should,
before.
I mean, we could spend the rest of the podcast like
Just
throwing
finding
names at each
people.
other, or
Yeah.
we could off
when did you meet Paul?
in New York, like improv, like at UCB.
UCB. Cool.
Yeah,
Okay,
through
cool.
UCB.
Cool.
Yep. Yeah.
So you left,
Um,
you went to LA, and you were like, I'm going to make movies.
But you were playing at Occidental, like you had redshirt years.
Yeah, exactly.
What is
Yeah,
Red
you know,
Shirt
you
Years?
know the deal.
Of
Pat's
course.
an
I mean,
avid cross country fan.
like if you don't use, you have 4 years of eligibility, but if you don't use either because of an injury or your coach doesn't need you that year, then you could save that year. And if you go to grad
Yeah.
school, you extend your college career. You could play your 5th or 6th year. I think 5th
It-
year, you need a medical redshirt to play a 6th year. I believe.
Wow, you know, well, everything's
This
changed
is-
now.
You are
yes.
very
But
specific.
you
about
you
this.
know all the rules from our time in college.
Oh,
Everything's
man,
different now,
still.
but yeah.
Would you have gotten an NIL if you were playing today? Were you
What
that
the
good?
No.
hell?
An NIL
No,
is like,
maybe in high school. Maybe in high school. In high
Yeah,
school, I would have because
wow.
I like, you know what I mean? Because I like I probably would have gotten like a local deli to sponsor me.
totally. Wait,
You
where
probably
did you
still
grow up?
could, Mike.
Say again where you grew up.
Well, I grew up in Westchester, and then I moved to Connecticut in high school. So New
Wow.
Canaan, Connecticut.
Okay, so Okay.
And Kyle, what was your high school journey?
Yeah.
I grew up in Oregon, rural Oregon, and so,
so
and my parents were both outdoors people. My dad was a mountaineer, and my mom was an outdoor educational teacher. So I just grew up in the
my
wilderness.
Did you have some of the hottest people I've met it turned out come from Oregon?
I'm telling you, we're keeping them secret. They're all out in the
Yeah.
woods, but they're there.
Oh my God! Do you take the
Oregon
girls?
is
Do
a
you take the
secret.
girls camping?
Yeah, all the time. Anytime I can get them
Heaven.
outside, they're outside.
They're so lucky.
Yeah.
I have a board of whatever. I don't say this, but wait. So
No, wait, hold on. I want to hear it.
well, like I have 4 people I text with sometimes, like 4 separate people, but they're all these like hot guys, and they're not all romantic interests. But I call them my hotties, and so like I have my friend at work that I side text with. I'm always like telling her how like I'm doing in terms of getting texts from my hotties, and my goal is to have that perfect board of like the top 4 texts be the hotties. And one time I literally had hottie, my friend from work, hottie, and I was so mad at her because I was like, I could have gotten a full board of hottie. I heard that perfect.
What percentage of your hotties are from Portland?
None of those hotties are from Portland. Are you from Portland?
I'm south of Portland, so I grew up in the Willamette Valley, which is south of Portland.
Okay, because you know that's the running capital.
Oh yeah, I know. Oh, trust me, I know.
Yeah.
But now you guys both live in the city?
I was living in Los Angeles for a while, and then I moved back to the valley where I grew up to raise my. When my girls became teens, I said, "We're getting out. We're getting out of the city. We're going."
I was wondering.
Yeah,
oh
we're going
my
back to the
goodness.
woods.
You're both in Los Angeles right now.
Both
They're in New York right now,
Oh,
but they live in Los
guys,
Angeles.
Why
No,
is
we
this
both.
going-
Mike lives in New York, and I live in Oregon.
Kyle lives in Oregon. I live.
Oh my god.
You guys,
And you
you
live in
know
New
I
York.
hit my head in my closet earlier. This is way too
Sorry.
much.
Okay, wait. I
that
have
hard.
more questions. I have even more questions. Okay, so
Yes.
Okay, and
Kyle
where
lives
and
in
Kyle,
Oregon.
Yeah.
And what was
Mike
your vibe
lives
in?
in New York.
So you were outdoorsy in high
Yes.
school, brooded.
Lots
were
of
you broody?
sports. No, I
Oh.
was like very like outgoing. I did all
You
the
were beloved.
plays.
You were beloved.
Yeah, I
You
was
did the plays.
I was very much not like a cool kid, but I was definitely in everyone's scene. I was just
You're
like
pretty cool,
around
Kyle.
all the time. Thanks, Mike. I was fishing for a compliment.
no,
No, but I
I
was
think you're pretty
definitely
cool.
just like the pal with everyone kind of guy.
You could have been sponsored by a deli, I'm sure about.
I for sure could have been sponsored by a deli.
Or like a logging company.
A logging company, definitely. Yeah, a bankrupt logging company.
And where did you go to college?
I never went.
You
you
never.
were like, I'm
went.
ready to be an actor.
That's
No,
so smart.
I never thought I could be.
Wow.
I had friends who went
Really?
to go be actors and ahead of me that were like older and cooler, and I looked up to them, and they were like, "It's hell," and
Wow.
they were like barely surviving, and I was like, "There's no way I'll make it." So I didn't really act. I went into producing. I went into like film production because I was creative and kind of could bullshit. Oh, I was
So
really
you went
good
into
at bullshitting.
advertising, right?
Yeah,
You got a job in
yeah.
advertising and then switched, yeah.
And I switched over to film production, and then I always wanted to act, but I never thought I could actually do it as a job. I was like, "There's no way I can do this as a job. I'll never."
When
do
were
it."
you like, I can do it? When did the bug bit? but
So
when
what
did
happened
it-
is this is
yeah.
what happened with Mike and I. We got into commercial production, and then every time we'd shoot a commercial, we'd fuck off afterwards. So we would shoot a commercial, we'd keep all the cameras up, and then shoot sketches with each other
So
with
cool.
all of
Oh
our
my
camera and
God.
gear. And we just started making that part of our lives. So basically every commercial was a chance for us to come up with a sketch or a skit or like to do some like strange thing with what we had. And that sort of segued
Amazing.
us over into being able to do short films. And then we produced other people's features and then eventually got around to ours.
And what's your writing process together? Like, how does that work? Like on this one particularly.
It's always different. It's like we're always on the phone with each other. So to the point where like sometimes we forget we're on the phone with each other and like one of us is making food and I'll
Yeah.
hear him talking to someone. I'll be like, wait, are we? Oh, and then didn't even
It's
realize
like 4
like,
hours later, yeah.
Yeah.
That's so
but
sweet.
It's so
You know?
funny. It's so scary, like in modern day, where it's like yesterday we logged off of work, and I turned on, or we took a break, and I turned on Big Brother, the CBS reality show that I still watch to this day. And then everyone was like, "What's going on?" And I was like, "Oh, I hadn't turned my volume off." But it's like, what if that had been something much worse? You know what I mean?
100%.
Oh,
100%. I know. Trust me.
oh
It's
God.
crazy how
I
like
know.
high risk we all are to ruining our entire lives in 1 second.
Oh,
constantly.
we're
Yeah.
walking the edge.
Yeah.
So you're constantly on the phone.
We're constantly on
Yeah.
the phone and we're like, and we're always writing I don't know, 3 things at once, 4 things at once. So it's like
all features.
No, we have a TV project we're working
We're
on now.
we're on a
Mostly
TV show right
features.
now, but
Yeah.
mostly features, yeah. And it's just like you just sort of jump around. I don't know. You just sort of pop around. It's like I think the thing is like when you're writing even like comedy or sketches or anything, it's like you sort of create the brain space for receiving the ideas in a certain area or a certain sort of like you're like, okay, I want to make something about this or around this, and then you go through life and all of a sudden ideas come in and you're just like just writing everything down. So it's almost like we collect a lot of material and we're constantly collecting material, and then we're figuring out what slots in and what works, and then outlining, and then when there's like a scene that has to be written, like the fight scene in our movie, right? Like that was one of our first ideas that made us go like, oh, we have to make this film, because we were like, what happens when someone's so overly confident about he's not jealous, and then his wife and best friend sleep together, and like he can't even speak, there's no argument, it's just a 10-page fight scene. And when we had, you know what I mean, we're like, oh, that's a reason. That's like one reason to make this movie.
Yes,
because
totally.
that's something we would never see in a movie like this. And so it's like little things like that almost like fire us up, so that get us so excited that we have to make it. That becomes sort of the thing that drives it forward. And then we do all the like meat and potatoes figuring it out.
Totally.
Do you ever feel like when you have like a million things you're thinking about doing, like a million things that are in different, parts of the process, like it's hard to be like my brain will work in this way where it's like, oh, every single thing, it's like, oh, the person goes back to where they grew up, or like, or it's like, or it's like, it feels like you're just in this part of your life where you just keep thinking of the same thing. So all of a sudden it's like, you feel like you're having to like decide which thing gets this idea or something, but you're also like, of these 5 things, probably none of them will get made. Maybe one of them will get made. So it's like, just put it in all of them or something. But you're like, am I writing 5 of the same exact thing? Do you ever have that?
I mean,
Constantly.
I think we there's definitely times when we working on a scene where we're like, I think we already wrote this scene. Like the cadence of the conversation, and we're like, I think we did this already somewhere else.
Yeah, there were a couple scenes in this movie. We went back to The Climb, which was our last movie, and we watched, and we were like, and I was like, wait, is that in? And then we were like, oh yeah, that's literally a piece of dialogue.
Right.
And then we were like, maybe we just put it in just as like a callback because it's just like a dumb thing. And then we did. And there's little things where it's like, that's the same line from that movie we're putting in here.
Yeah.
It's
Oh,
funny.
totally.
You're building your universe building.
You're building a universe.
Have you ever had this conversation? It's what I'm about to say, and I want you to check in with yourself for real. Don't just zone out. Listen to this conversation and think about if you've had it. Okay, here is the conversation. You meet someone. They say, "Hey, how are you doing?" And without thinking, you just reply, "I'm good." You?
Whoa.
Yes, that
What the
conversation.
hell, Pat?
Well, I decided when I say I'm good, I want to mean it. That's why I'm using Headspace.
Headspace is the app that helps me and 100 million people with their mental health and well-being with guided meditations, mindfulness practices, breathing and calming exercises, and so much more. I am reducing stress, boosting my mood, and sleeping better. Woo!
Oh my God, I'm so happy for my friend
Thank
for those things that
you.
she's experiencing thanks to Headspace. Did you know that Headspace combines scientifically proven benefits of meditation and mindfulness with modern practices? And you learn from experienced meditation teachers. The app has customized, personalized approaches to help you navigate through all of life's moments, big and small, because moments can be pretty much any size. If you're a total newbie or
Thank you.
have been meditating for years,
I'm a newbie.
or anywhere in between those two poles, there's always content for what you're going through. Whenever I use it, it feels like it's made just for me.
And Pat, can I tell you something? When I'm
Please.
short on time, which I often am because we're busy bees, Headspace has these really quick on-the-go programs that help me, Catherine, get in the right headspace in just a few minutes. Plus, with over 1,000 hours of mindfulness exercises, it's got the most complete meditation library I've ever seen. So I can always find something that works for me. I actually do use Headspace all the time. I really like the ones that put you to sleep.
Yes.
They're really soothing. Y'all know I've talked about that before.
Sleep is so important. It's so hard to shut
It's
your brain off,
everything.
and Headspace really does help with that. So feel good and mean it when you say it. For a limited time, get Headspace free for 60 days. Go to headspace.com/seek treatment. That's HEADSPACE headspace.com/seektreatment to unlock all of Headspace free for 60 days. Headspace.com/seektreatment.
How do you separate like those creative conversations from that voice in the head that Pat's talking about where you're like, well, how will this get made? How will that get made? How will we do that? Like,
Totally.
how do you like shut that off? Or are you always just like balancing everything?
We don't shut it off because I think because we had like we were producing before we ever got to
Right.
make movies as writers and directors. So in a strange way, it's actually like a blessing because it allows us to focus our energy in places where we know we can get it made. Because we
Yeah.
kind of so it's actually strangely a gift because it's like it allows us to waste less time. Where we're like, oh, okay, can we produce this? No, we can't. Let's do it this way because we know we can get it made, or we know that someone wants this, or it's just like, I think
Amazing.
I think it's great. It's great to think about like, will this get made? Will it not get made? Because I find it really hard to write something if I don't think I can get it made.
Totally.
It's also tricky.
You know?
It's also tricky because movies in particular are just expensive endeavors. So no matter what, you have to be thinking you kind of have to be thinking a little ahead, even if you're being completely sort of creatively autonomous, or you're saying like, I'm gonna subvert things. You still have to think with like, how am I gonna convince a company to
Totally.
give me this amount of money in order to make it a reality? You know what I mean?
Yeah, but it's like such a balance because like that voice can get so loud that it's like nothing seems worth even trying to do.
But
you know?
you know what it is? You know what silences it is? Just, do you want to make something that's boring? And if you don't, you're kind of okay. Like
Totally.
the thing that gut checks that is just like, if I would watch this, I'm good. That's the litmus test. You know what I mean?
Totally. Wait, that's actually so
Well,
helpful.
that's what I love so much about this movie is like the very first scene. I was like, I was like, is this a dream sequence? Like, is this really happening? I was like, oh my God, they're really fucking going for it. I was like, this is so refreshing that I'm like, holy shit, that's the first scene. Like,
Yeah.
what's,
Yeah.
and you guys have to watch to find out. Pat,
Yeah.
should we tell them about our writing process?
Totally.
I
What
would
is it
describe
again?
it, I would say every 3 to 4 months, we have a series of manic texts being like, what if
Yeah.
it's this? What if it's this? What if it's this? What if it's this? And we're
Yeah.
like, okay, yes, perfect. Don't talk about it again for a couple weeks. A
Yeah.
couple
Yep.
weeks later, we really need to think about that. Yes,
I
yes, yes, yes.
know.
How about this? Okay, yes, yes, yes. What if we went to this place to write it? Yes, yes, yes.
And then I have one. I won't even say the title, but I have one. I feel like everyone has their thing that they watched a lot growing up. That's like, I should have made that, and it's just like, and I'll just always be like, I have to make a this type thing. You know what I mean? And
Yeah,
it's just
yeah,
like,
I want to know the
That's like-
title.
you have to bleep it. It's so basic. It's so every single, especially gay guy
That's what-
probably. But it's just like, I'm dying to write just like a true thing. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, of course.
Of
The
course.
best.
But take
Yeah.
that out because it's like so basic that it's humiliating. Just because
I don't think it is, but
No,
but also
that's
I don't know.
classy.
I,
it's
That's
my biggest.
classy.
It's my biggest influence.
It's
I had little
perfect.
sisters, and I probably watched that movie as much as any other movie in my entire childhood, like
There's
over and
nothing
over and over
like
again.
it. There is nothing like that movie. Is perfect. But in any case, okay.
Wait, what
Now-
about what? Go ahead, Pat.
I was going to say, Kat, I thought part of the process is you slam your head into an object
You guys.
and then start writing right away.
It's so humbling. It's like so embarrassing too because no one was in the room with me. So I was just like, you know, when you're just like, screaming fuck, but no one's around?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That
Yeah.
is so
Yeah.
grounding. I was like, fuck. And then I'm like, I hate my fucking room. It's like, totally, girl. You hate your
Yeah.
room.
You know what's so isn't it so funny how when you get injured you get angry at all the objects around you immediately?
So
Like
Totally.
your
stupid.
first reaction is just to get angry at everything around you or people. If there's someone around you, somehow you're mad at them.
100%.
Yeah.
Totally.
I,
You know what
I always see
always-
these like,
You know what I always think about?
what do you always think about?
There was this show on Bravo called Celebrity Fit Club, and it was by a woman, a lesbian, actually, if you must know her sexuality, who had previously done a show called, like, her name was Jackie, and she had already done, like, a show on Bravo about, like, I'm a trainer. And I think at one point she dated Jillian Michaels, so you could imagine, like, what the effect that had on the community. And so, like, in any case, she comes back to Bravo for another show called Celebrity Fit Club, where she's having, like, oh no, Celebrity Fit Club was maybe VH1. It was something else. It was, like, something else with Jackie Warner. And, like, basically, like, I remember Gina Keogh from the original Orange County Housewives was on it. And then a bunch of people I've never heard of before, but they were all, like, rich Beverly Hills. It was like Beverly Hills Fit or something, because they weren't famous. They were just rich. And anyways, there was this one British woman on it. And for one, she was like, I remember thinking, this woman is the funniest person in the world. Like, she needs to like have her own show, whatever. But I never heard from her again. But I just remember at one point they weren't supposed to be. She never followed the rules, and they weren't supposed to be drinking. And like she went out with like some of the people on the cast. Like, I'm getting a drink. It's like, I'll have She ordered like scotch on the rocks, and she was like, please, not that much ice. It's really not about the ice, love. And then Jackie one day, like in this production, like obviously like set this up way. She invited them all to like a room, and the room was filled with like fried foods. And she was like, sit all and look at the fried foods and don't eat them because you need to learn that's how it's like in life. And they all got really mad at her. And the woman was like, had this turn where she was always the most petulant one, but she was like, when we get angry, our first instinct is to blame. But why don't we pause? Why don't we pause and not blame right now? I was like, wow, that woman is like, my God. I think about her all the time. If anyone knows the British woman I'm talking about, reach out, connect us, and like, I would love to move forward on a project with her.
I could never be in a room of fried food and not.
I know. I was gonna
Last
say I would
night-
break for sure.
Last night, this girl sitting at a table with me, but I wasn't with. She had fried pickles, and I almost asked for one, but I didn't know her, and I was like, I can't ask her for one.
Well, fried pickles are so good, except for those ones that we had in Philadelphia, which have ruined my whole life.
I know, and the restaurant still emails me. Okay, back to business. Next
Okay.
section is, of course, who are you now?
Yeah.
Now that you're accomplished filmmakers, how does it feel? What are you guys into? What's the vibe?
Honestly, I think who am I now is sort of, I feel like I'm like the same exact kid that I was. And I know it's weird. It's like nothing has changed except for like you do these things that you always dreamed of maybe accomplishing someday. And and in some ways I find myself more impatient and more like, how do I do the next thing? What do I do? So I'm sort of trying to figure it out because it's a really bizarre, it's a bizarre thing because your bar just goes up. You go like, okay, now I have to go achieve this. And you don't even give a moment for the, maybe you give like one day for your like, oh, I did it. And then you go, okay, now the bar is, I don't know. So maybe that's not a very aspirational or hopeful answer.
That's
but that's how I feel.
relatable.
No,
I mean,
it's interesting.
it's amazing to think you guys got to be on Seek treatment.
This is it.
Soak that in. Let yourself enjoy that. Let yourself enjoy that.
But don't you think? But I agree. It's like there's something I'm coming up against in this industry where it's so just like, what have you done for me lately? And like, it just always, it's like any little sense of anytime you do anything, it's immediately followed by this thing of like, oh God, well, I have to do it again, or else like I don't have a job anymore or something. And like, and that's so scary. And then also this feeling of like imposter syndrome of like, well, I just lucked out that one time, and now it's like, now I'm fucked because that's over now. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, totally.
All of it. I think it's also that it's just moving it's so fast. You know what I mean? Like people, like your movie comes and then it goes, and then you're like, oh
Yeah.
God. You know, you feel this sense of like, it feels to me like when films went on theater screens and stuck around for like 3 months, you really got a chance to stick in culture a little bit more. Now, even the TV
Yeah.
shows that drop, you're like, a weekend later, it's a new one.
Totally.
I
And you could have
know.
been the biggest thing in the world for a weekend, and then it's gone.
And
You know.
and also like, and that's like best case is that like
Right.
you were
Right.
there for a weekend.
100%.
It's like no one ever watches it, and it's like,
Yeah.
did
No.
it exist? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, like the best case scenario is you are the most talked about show on Netflix or whatever for 1 week.
Yeah.
Right? Like
So
like-
Crazy.
crazy.
It's
and it's
crazy.
like, and then it's gone, and then it's like, what is the it's a really
I know,
the
we have to-
attention span, the cultural
Yes.
attention span is sort of
It's
insane.
crazy.
And I think that's why Kyle and I, we talk so much about like, we don't even want to chase that in the slightest. It's almost like
Yeah.
chase quality, just go after
Yes.
quality and
Yeah.
making good shit. And if it cuts through or whatever, but like people discover things now. That's what's so cool
Yes.
is like, you make
Right.
a film that's good, someone will discover it 3-5 years later, and like the audience can build in the weirdest way, you know?
Yeah, we're all
Definitely.
being like we all are like Van Gogh now. Like our work will be posthumously celebrated.
100%.
We're all doing it for that posthumous high.
What do you guys like to do when you're not working? What do you do for fun?
We work a
Kyle.
lot.
Kyle, what happened?
my
Kyle's
computer almost died. I'm at like 2%.
Oh,
Kyle,
This
my
is-
God.
I'm not.
so
I'm
sad.
ill prepared, guys. I'm ill prepared.
Cows
You
being
said
so
something
bad.
profound, I'm sure.
Yeah, it was really, really deep.
She said, "What do you do for fun?" I think is the exact words.
Okay, that's actually a good question, Mike. That's actually a good question. I think it's an interesting question because I feel like everyone we know just works nonstop, and it's like, what actually brings you
Totally.
joy outside of that?
Nothing, because here's the thing: you choose something that you do for work that brings you joy, and then you
I
don't
know.
need
Totally.
something outside. So
You
like,
don't work a day
I-
in your life.
but seriously, it's like, okay, it's like if I go on a ski trip, I'm like, well, I'm writing a ski movie. Do you know what I mean?
Yes,
Like,
yes,
I'm like literally,
yes.
Totally.
and that sure for tax purposes, but also for
Totally. Yeah. Yeah.
But do you know what I mean? Like it's like there's no version of my life that I'm not finding inspiration for. And like, yeah, Kyle's my best friend. Sorry, John, but also because you know we spend so much time together, but we really get along. But also, it's like it's work. If we're I don't know. I do stuff. Obviously, I hang out with family and I do sports and stuff. But like, I just really, really get so fired up by the idea of telling stories. And like, when you've spent well over a decade not getting the opportunity to tell stories, why would
Totally.
you go on vacation when you do get the opportunity?
Totally. It's like
just-
that is the feeling. It's like, why just who knows where the industry will be in 10 years? Who knows what my place in it will be in 10 years? It's like I have to just do as much as I can right now is the feeling, whether it's true or not. But like, okay, what else?
Kyle, what do you do for fun?
I mine's easy. I just fucking hang with my kids. That's
Totally.
my thing. I got really into
Your daughters.
gardening.
You're the Teresa Giudice of filmmaking. Do you know?
Do you
that-
think? Do you
know
think
that
nature?
reference?
No.
What'd you say?
She's a housewife.
She's a
Oh,
real
yeah,
housewife
yeah.
of New Jersey who has 4
That's it.
daughters, and everything she says, she's always like, "I love my daughters."
That's it. These are my girls, my daughters.
Wow. What are they into? What are your girls into? Like, what are teens
wh-
talking about?
I mean, they're all into different things. My oldest is very like athletic and smart, and my middle one is very pop culture and
She's cross country, right? Doesn't she run?
yeah, she's running cross country.
Oh
my
God.
What's that?
Yeah, she's gonna break the school record.
Yeah, she did. She's
Holy
wait,
shit.
wait.
she's got long legs. I got a tall wife. Do you run
Wait.
a lot, Pat?
Right now, I'm a 36-year-old single gay man in Los Angeles, so I've had no choice legally but to pivot to weightlifting. But
Wait.
I
I want to unpack that because I'm so fast. Like, is it just?
will you
it's
move
just.
here? It's
Yeah.
He wants
crazy.
his ass to be
Yeah.
different.
I want my butt to be
Yeah.
the size of a 2-bedroom home.
Yeah, I got it.
Just squats all day. It's all day
Um,
squats.
No, I mean, I really have always enjoyed, like, I fell in love with running in high school.
Yeah.
Was very like into track. I did not have like a ton of natural ability, but I was so enamored by this idea of like something that was legally a sport that
Yep.
I could be good at just by doing it a lot. And it was such a high to like, I was the worst person on a huge cross country team freshman year. And I, got decent. And I went to a college. I ran in college, but I went to a college that was bad enough that I could, walk on.
Yeah.
And, like,
Yeah.
I and then was injured the entirety of college. But I ran some good halves after, and I got sober 8 years ago, and since then I've had like bouts of I'm gonna try again, and like it does consume. It's so consuming, and it
Yes.
really, like, especially if it's like, and so almost always I ran like one of the best races. Well, the other thing too is like in like 2012 I was in really good running shape, and
Which
like
y'all
ran,
know. Y'all know that. Y'all know that.
Of course.
and I ran some very good half marathons for me, and I was like, and then it all went off the rails, but I had run like a 10-mile race. Like, I guess this is all to say, like, I was in better shape in 2012 than like 2 years ago, which is the last time I was like training seriously. But I ran the same 10-mile race, and because of like the advancements in shoe technology, I ran like 40 seconds faster.
Yeah.
Isn't that
Really?
crazy?
It's crazy.
Yeah, just
That's
the
so
shoes,
crazy.
the road racing shoes are crazy now.
Are
It's
those
like-
the ones
it's
that
like-
are like foam that are just like light
Uh-huh.
foam things? Or that's
Well,
wild.
no, they're like, they used to be like, all a road racing shoe used to be was like basically as light as possible for the distance
Yeah.
you were running. So marathon shoes had to be a little bit heavier, but as light as possible. But
Yeah.
now they're all these big, chunky, very lightweight foam with carbon plates in them. So you have like better energy return, and you just like don't get tired. It was crazy. when I did racing.
Don't get
shoes.
tired. Oh my god.
But
I wonder
I've
what the new version of like high school sports is, because I feel like that's what high school sports has become. It's like if you can buy nice shoes and have trainers and all that stuff. It used to just be like people were out there in Converse and like jean shorts running in track competitions. And I
But
was
you
like,
know what I'll say? If she wants to run in college, you know what every college is looking for? That diamond in the rough who is like so talented. Maybe her times aren't as great as everyone else's, but she's like undertrained. She hasn't taken all, and then like there's so much upside. There's so many ways to improve them, because a lot of times these high school standouts are running like 80 miles a week.
I like
they
this.
have like personal trainers, and it's like they get to college, there's nowhere to go, and so it's like the people you really see being those prize recruits are like, oh, you ran this time, but you're like I'm sure there'll be interest from coaches.
Well, you did it in Timberlands.
Yeah.
It's like a picture of the thing.
Oh, it's such a good idea. It's like if we just took those goddamn Timberlands off.
Amazing coaching, and then we made the choice, around sophomore year to take the Timberlands off, and
To take up the Timbs.
and we saw some dramatic improvement.
Yeah.
Oh, that's exciting. I
my
love
God.
running. I think it's a really special sport, and I'm so
Yeah.
excited for your daughter to be on that journey.
Yeah, she's in it. She's in it.
Now, before we wrap up, we do have to ask the last part of the question: who do you guys want to be? Which we sort of discussed, but how would you put it?
I think the reality is like I just want to be someone who can make the things that I'm interested in making, whatever that is. Like to me, that's making it. I don't have to have all the money in the world. I don't have to have all the success in the world. I just want to be at a place where if I in my head I'm like, oh, I would love to make something like this, that I can manifest that. That to me is like that's all I need. That's the top of the heap.
Yeah.
The dream.
Yeah.
Yeah. I want to be the greatest live. No, I'm just kidding. I don't know. I think to me, I want to find a way to stay sort of like inquisitive and youthful in my mind, and in my sort of like approach to art and film and life and storytelling. In that, like, if I can be as excited as I was, 10 years ago as I am right now about just like, oh my God, we have to tell this story or do this or whatever, and like playful and youthful, that would be, that would just be the biggest gift. If I can make a living and then do that, I think, I don't know. I'm like, I just never want to turn into a complete curmudgeon. And so I think like that's my biggest hope for the future,
Yeah.
Totally.
I also want to be a housewife on Real
Oh,
Housewives.
Yeah.
You're
And
halfway
say my
there.
daughter.
Housewives of Oregon.
Housewives of
Yeah.
Oregon.
Girlfriend.
It's just
Yeah.
me. It's me and half the guys on Pat's list.
Yeah.
We'll be all together.
It's you and my hobbies. I'm adding you guys both to
The
my
board.
hobby roster.
The board.
Thank God. Thank God.
And Mike, what was your favorite moment of all times of me improvising?
Um,
I'm kidding.
Well,
I'm
what's
kidding.
funny is you used to. I don't remember a specific moment, but I remember like you and Paul, like you would constantly play the role of letting everyone know what the fuck. Like you would like reorient everything constantly. It was like you were like the teacher of the group of like all these people who were just throwing
That
things and
was-
fucking around.
That was just being the gay guy, being like, "Oh, I could just say what's happening in like a gay way, and everyone will laugh."
Yeah,
You know what I
maybe,
mean?
but
Yeah,
also
yeah.
no. I don't think you're giving yourself enough credit. I genuinely remember being like, oh, like if there was ever a point where like, what the fuck is going on? I would just like Pat would step out and he'd be like, all right, so, and I would be like,
Oh,
got it. And you would like,
that is-
you know what I mean?
meanwhile-
Like you would frame it.
meanwhile, blackout.
It's
Meanwhile,
true.
blackout drunk. That
Yeah.
cage match run got me sober.
You were using the tool of alcohol and Adderall,
Yeah.
just like Mother God.
Okay.
Yeah.
And I'm so
I think
excited
it's-
for y'all. It's so.
Oh, by the
exciting.
way,
Wait, what
by
do you
the way,
guys
I
write? What
found
do you
out-
guys
hold on,
writing? Do
wait,
you guys write
Michael.
movies? Hold on, wait.
Okay.
I write for TV primarily, write on Hacks, and
You do, but you write
It's a
together?
great show.
no, we want to write a
Well,
movie.
for
and we
years.
want-
This
yeah,
is why we've been talking about writing together for 7 years, and
Yeah.
instead we have a podcast.
yeah.
Right.
And a really
we-
deep text chain. And a
Yeah.
really deep
But no,
text
we
chain.
do want to write. We want to write a movie together. We have lots of ideas floating. We'll see.
My-
But right now, I
really
just
wanna
write
a feature.
stand up and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
But Pat, should we do Crush of the Week?
Wait, hold on. Before
Yeah.
you do it, let me just tell you guys the name of that commune is called
yes.
Carista or Carista.
This is really up my alley.
Kerista. It started in New York in 71, went to San Francisco, and they were the ones who like really popularized polyamory and poly things.
Oh, I can't
They were
wait.
like the term people. And they
But
did it
wasn't there-
because they had a growth coop or whatever. It was like they created a co-op that was funded by Apple repairs.
Wow, I gotta look it up.
I
Amazing.
think they have some of the best, like, because they would publish little pamphlets, and I
I'm
think
so yeah.
that's the design I want. We should go find whatever those pamphlets are.
It's so perfect to make this movie right now that deals with like polyamory because it is just this conversation that's like I
It's
can't
on everyone's
tell if
lips.
it's just like we culturally are looking at this thing of like should I be in a relationship with almost like an over enthusiastic fervor where it's like are we creating more it's just like
Yeah.
it's ruining everyone's lives but it's like but so is the other way too I guess so it's just so interesting all of a sudden we like can't figure it out. Do you know what I mean?
You know what I said?
Yeah.
I said the other day, like we're always looking for like the grass is always greener. And
Yeah.
The only problem is that it's all grass. Like no matter where you are, it's just fucking grass, and you have to like
Oh.
water it and
Yes.
weed it, and sometimes it
Wise
just
words.
dies, and you don't know why. It's just grass. It's all grass.
I'll go first. My crush of the week, my friend Claudia's sister is in town, Lucy O from Australia, and
Shout
I will
out.
give her crush of the week, and I can't stop singing in this song in the tune of Taylor Swift's Clara Bow. You look like Lucy
Claudia.
O. Because your last name begins with O. Who are your guys' crush of the week?
It can be a person, place, thing, idea, anything you're into this week. I'm trying to think.
Wow.
Oh my God. I do wish I hadn't hit my head. I'm gonna just tell everyone that on air.
God,
what a
cop
cop-out.
I know.
Yeah, but now you'll have this additional gratitude for moments where you haven't hit your head.
I know, it's like when you sprain your ankle and you're like, I miss the way my ankle was.
Or when your tooth kind of hurts and you're like, I had no
I
idea how
know.
good I had it.
I know.
I know what my crush of the week is.
Okay, go ahead.
Last night we were at a late night taco stand, and I made eye contact with the guy in a shawarma cart across from me, and he was just hammering an entire loaf of bread, one single slice at a time of white bread.
no.
And we made eye contact, and then couldn't break eye contact. Well, he proceeded to continuously eat slice by slice white bread.
He refused to look away from Kyle.
He didn't
while
look
eating his
away.
bread.
It became like a
Oh
thing
my
Unbelievable.
God. That's
through
how.
through layers of glass.
You're so lucky.
Wow.
So shout out to him.
That's
Hit me
very
up.
encouraged.
He's a big listener.
Yeah.
He's a huge fan.
He's always calling it. He's always calling in. Kath, do you have one? Oh, is yours the gratitude from having not? When you don't have your head?
No. There's got to be something more to life. Actually, have I talked about Chloe Caldwell's new book yet? Trying.
No.
I went to my friend's book reading last night. You guys have to read Trying by Chloe Caldwell. Amazing
This is
memoir.
me trying.
Exactly. That's
At
mine.
least I'm trying.
Chloe and the book.
Yeah.
I love that. Okay, my crush of the week is there's these guys since the Feast of San Gennaro is happening outside. There's these guys who run like the games, and you could tell this one guy he's probably in his like late 60s. He's been doing it for probably 68 of those years, and he's so adamant about trying to get you to like give him $10 to like do the thing. And I just think the whole way, his whole approach, it just feels like it hasn't changed. And there's sort of a beauty and a specificity to like this guy who probably lives in Staten Island or Long Island for his whole life. And the fact that somehow he's at a place in his life where he's still running that game.
Totally.
Love.
Okay. And do you guys feel hot today?
No. Do you
I
guys feel
do.
hot
I got a
today?
haircut
You
yesterday.
do? Okay.
Yeah,
Actually,
actually,
I
My
do.
hair was
That's
looking
why I
really good
unbuttoned this.
earlier, but I put it back. My hair looked good, but I put it back.
And I'm wearing my hair up.
Yeah, Pat sometimes wears his hair down, but today it's up. Oh.
Oh shit.
Do y'all feel hot?
I'm feeling pretty good.
Love it.
Yeah,
I'm
I
hot
feel
as
hot.
I'm hot in this booth because I'm starting like my body temperature's
Totally.
up. So I'm
Booths are
literally
the-
I'm gonna start
We
sweating.
got to get you out of that booth.
Yeah, I gotta get out of
where
this
you,
booth.
booths like where you both are some of the hottest places in like America.
Yeah, I don't
Yeah.
understand what I'm doing in here.
But there also can be some of the coldest places in America.
Booths
True.
like where you both are. Booths
Yeah.
like where you both are can be certain ways.
Boots is out.
Okay,
and this-
Mike, do you
they're
feel
fi-
hot?
oh,
Wait,
yeah,
did
do
Mike
you?
answer?
Yeah. Only because I have this button open, and I
Totally.
was.
Yeah.
And
We
when
love.
I first got on, I thought about doing this shirtless, so I'm feeling good about myself, but not great, but
Confident.
good.
No,
It's
it's a
always
great look.
encouraged for anyone to come
Yes.
on and
You know.
just be them, be their true selves, and let their
Totally.
light
Yeah,
shine.
if I yeah.
No, this is the final segment. This one's actually important because we got off on the wrong foot because of what I said.
And I didn't remember Mike. So this is an important segment.
Double whammy.
Okay,
But
There
are
was
you
no way
guys-
you could remember me. There was no way that would happen.
I don't remember anything from that chapter.
And
Okay.
I'm blaming mine on autocorrect. Okay. Now, the final segment is, and this is really important, you guys have to be honest. Are you mad
Are
at
you
me?
mad at us? Yeah, just both. Are you mad at us?
Are you mad at us for like the whole way this was, for the kind of time we took from your day?
I couldn't be less mad. You guys are the best.
Oh,
God.
thank you.
I
so
kind of
much.
want to do this once a week, but I know that that's not a possibility. So
No, it's
I got to
very
figure out a
possible.
solution now. No, I'm
If
just saying,
only-
in terms of the freeness of this expression of thoughts and ideas in this format is very nice. Maybe I need to figure out an outlet for this.
Totally.
Maybe we should offer them our podcast space, Mike, that they could come
Yes.
in.
Totally. And you guys can drop it and give your little thoughts of the week.
Yeah.
Oh my God. New segment every
Mike
week.
and Kyle's thoughts of the week.
Oh my God. That'd be so powerful. But thank you guys so much for coming on. I loved your movie so much. And I'm just a big fan. So I can't wait
Thank
to
you.
see everything y'all do next. And I appreciate you guys being on Seek Treat.
Thank you
And
for
Pat?
having us.
You're incredible.
You're incredible, girl. Okay.
And
Bye,
you guys,
y'all.
when a heart breaks,
Breaks,
it don't break even.
Seek treatment.
Thank you.
If you're boring as fuck, seek treatment. If you're unlucky in love, seek treatment. If you just can't take a hint, well, seek treatment. With Kat and Pat.
That was a Headgum podcast.